Hello everybody, StarErk here, and welcome into another fan request video. I make these every Thursday, so make sure to leave your suggestions down below and I might use your idea next week. This time we'll be looking at my spoiler showcase of Volume 1 of Stranger Things Season 4. Thanks to Josh on the Block and RedBat506 for suggesting this. I also made some non-spoiler characters before Part 1 came out. If you want to check that video out, I'll link it at the top of the screen. And make sure to subscribe because I'll be making another showcase at some point after Volume 2 comes out. In that video, I'll hopefully make some spoiler minifigures from Volume 2, as well as any characters I missed from Volume 1. But anyway, let's get started with these minifigures. First up, we'll look at the Hawkins characters, starting with Eddie. His hair is from the original Hermione minifigures, and his head is from Victor Crumb. His torso is the Monster Rockers from CMF Series 14, but I replaced the arms with black ones and the hands with light nougat ones, and then his legs are from the Gong and Guitar Rocker from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF series. Next up is Fred. His hair is from Larry the Barista from the Lego Movie CMF series, and his head is Egon's from Ghostbusters. His torso is Harry Potter's from the first Harry Potter Advent Calendar, but it's backwards. I also replaced the arms with Dorothy's arms from The Wizard of Oz. His legs are from Herbology class Cedric Diggory, but I replaced the hips with the Hikers from CMF Series 16. Here is Chief Powell. His hat is Hopper's and his head is Winston's from Ghostbusters. That torso is from Lego City, but I replaced the hands with reddish brown ones, and then his legs are from Jay from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF series. Next up is Officer Callahan. His hair is Cedric Diggory's and his head is Flitwick's. That torso is from Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons, but I replaced the hands with light nougat ones, and then his legs are plain black ones, but I gave him Chief O'Hara's hips from the Lego Batman movie. And finally, on the Hawkins side of things, we have Victor Creel. His hair is from Doc Brown, and he's also using that standard white beard piece. That head is from Han Solo when he's stuck in Carbonite. His torso is from the old fishing shack, but it's also been in a few other sets. I also replaced the hands with light nougat ones, and then his legs are Woo's from the Lego Ninjago movie. And now we'll move on to the California/Utah minifigures, starting with Argyle. His hair is Marceline's from Adventure Time, and his head is Kingo's from Eternals. That torso is from Nelson Muntz from The Simpsons, but I replaced the arms with Frozone's, and I gave him medium nougat hands. His legs are from the Crayon from the Lego Movie 2 CMF series, and he's also holding a pizza slice. And here is Susie. Her hair is Dorothy's from The Wizard of Oz, and her head is Margaret Hamilton's from the Women of NASA set. That torso is from the City Heavy Cargo Transport set, but the arms are also from Dorothy. Her legs are Levin's, and her skirt is from Mrs. Krabappel. Moving on to the characters from the Russia storyline, we have Joyce. Her hat-hair combo piece is from the City Family House set from last year. Her head is just from Joyce from the Stranger Things set. Her torso and legs are Tina Goldstein's from the Fantastic Beasts LEGO Dimensions pack, but I replaced the hands on the torso with dark brown ones for gloves. Here is Murray. His hair is George's from Seinfeld, and his head is from the older Flitwick minifigure. His torso and legs are from the Gotham City Police blister pack, but I replaced the arm with the printing on it with a plain one, and then his scarf is from James Potter. Next up is Hopper. His hat is from Axel Chops from Hidden Side, and his head is just Hopper's. That torso is from Scott Francis, also from Hidden Side, but I replaced the hands with black ones, and then his legs are from the AT-AT Microfighter set, but I replaced the hips with sand blue ones. Here is Dimitri, aka Enzo. I got his hair from a robber from Spider-Man Homecoming, and his head is Captain Fuller's from The Lone Ranger. That torso is a Russian Guards from Indiana Jones, but I gave him dark brown hands for gloves, and then his legs are from the Retro Space Hero from CMF Series 17, but I replaced the hips with sand green ones. And the last Russia character is Yuri. I got his helmet and goggles from an Anakin Skywalker minifigure, and his head is from the Gotham City Police blister pack. His torso is the Snowboarders from CMF Series 5, and his legs are from the BR Polybag. That scarf is from Jay from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF series. I'm going to call this last group of minifigures the Nina Project characters. First up is Dr. Owens. His hair is Doctor Who's from Lego Dimensions, and his head is Ken Wheatley's from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. His torso is actually from Newt Scamander, and his legs are just plain dark bluish gray ones. Here is Brenner. His hair is from the original Doc Brown, and his head is Doctor Who's. I really wish there was a head with a scar that would work for him, but I couldn't really think of one. Anyway, his torso and legs come from Lord Business from the Lego movie. Next up is number 1. His hair is Lloyd's from Ninjago, and his head is from Tom Riddle. That torso is Han Solo's from an old sail barge set, and his legs are Zane's from the Lego Ninjago movie CMF series. And then one leads perfectly into the final character in this showcase, Vecna. His head is a Goblin's from The Hobbit, his torso is from the Demogorgon, and his legs are Tito's from The Force Awakens. It's hard to tell exactly what color Vecna is in the show, but I think this dark tan works pretty well. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for videos I should make in the future, please let me know down below and I'll give you a shout out if I use your idea. And you might come back on Saturday for a Pixar video. See you then.